What's up, YouTube? It is your boy Sanchez 45. We're coming at you on the warpath. I was ranting. I went rogue like Sarah Palin in Alaska, but we do have Mr. Amir with us today. He is on site, and he is, how do you say, carrying a big stick and not talking softly at all. Amir,
well,
there's good things happening with the Redskins. There are bad things happening with the Redskins, and nothing could be any more of a microcosm of the season than the 16-3 victory against Ryan's Fitz tragic and famous Jameis on the sideline, Winston and Dirk Cutter and all these guys, and they're a bigger mess than the Redskins are. Redskins played probably worst game on defense that I have ever seen in my life. Giving up 500 yards, but playing the best red zone defense 5 times in the red zone, only giving up 3 points.
I mean, it was ugly, but it gets the job done.
Yeah, and it's like Fritz Moose said, man, he got on there with Al Galdi a couple weeks ago, and he said, man, you know what? We date the ugly girl. It's all right, though. Check that, Alex. Gonna be check that, Alex. That defense, y'all. It's okay to date ugly. And that's what he said. But he did say his ex-wife was a Falcons fan. That's why we lost that game. I'm impressed, but I'm not surprised. Jay Gruden did this last year with a makeshift offensive line. I don't even think it's Jay Gruden, but it's Bill Callahan.
Look at him, best offensive line coach.
He's the best offensive line coach in football. And if he actually had a healthy offensive line, circa 2015, 2016. Imagine with this team.
2015 offense with our 2018 defense.
Oh gosh.
Yeah.
That's a top.
Yeah.
That's a top 2 team in the NFC.
When Kirk Cousins was throwing up,
don't say that
name. A game.
Don't say that name.
I said Kirk.
We just getting over this man. Why are you gonna bring his ass up?
I'm just saying that if we had that 2015 offense with this 2015 defense.
Yeah,
it's like saying, but if you had the 2007 Patriots offense and the 85 Bears defense,
I mean, yeah, and that's all arbitrary and everything. What's up, y'all? What's up, Big Simple 422? Check him out. Shout out to him. And then what's up, Juan? But I was impressed. This game was like, I was legitimately. I was scared for my life that this team could not score enough points. And if you really look at it, they really didn't score enough points, but the defense did enough. That's the ultimate definition of bending and not breaking. Don't know. I mean, after that, I was trying defense didn't have to go in for a spinal tap as much as that. Like, I didn't know if they were contortionists or what, but they contorted. Josh Norman. He looks like the Josh Norman that I know he can, because now he has multiple interceptions in the season for the first time in his career as a Redskin. DJ Swearinger, that boy is on some other stuff, and he's still doing his stuff. He's doing his work against
second time as a Redskin, actually.
Yeah.
Josh Norman had.
Wait, I thought he had 1 in 16.
3 Browns game and 2 in the Bears game.
He sure did. I think he got 1.
No, 1 in the Browns game, 2 in the Bears game.
Okay. All right. That's right. Because he got Jeff Tripler flagged him for shooting a bow and arrow.
That's right.
But anyway, beside the point, though, good for him. He's finally looking like an effective corner instead of defective. I mean, if he was a DVD player, I would have took him back to Best Buy 2 years ago. But
he still needs to rework his contract and give up some of that cap space. I'm just saying.
Yeah. That's that money he uses to go to Israel every year and pays an insurance on Dancing with the Stars.
He does that in the off season. It's not like he's doing that.
I don't give a damn. I don't care what he does during the offseason.
He
can have time off. That's fine. But that's another, and I talked about it last night. That's fine. But anyway, check down Alex, people. I need to
come to ours in the offseason. I'm just saying we're 6-3.
True. And then this Fox pregame crap that he does as well too. I'm not really the biggest fan of it. I'm sorry, he did have 3 interceptions. You're right, but he had as many interceptions as you and me had last year.
This is correct.
And gets paid a whole hell of a lot more than we do. And I wonder how much.
I combined 10 times over at least. Yes,
exactly. So, come on, pick up your game, bro. This game, the defense started. Defense just started. And I was like, oh God, we're falling into this Tampa mentality. It just kept on breaking, and then Josh Norman, circus catch up an interception, does it again on defense, and then the Redskins offense finally got. But AP wasn't like the AP we've seen the last couple of weeks. He struggled. I think I could count on both hands how many first down runs he took and how many times he lost plays to make it 2nd and long, like 2nd and 12, 2nd and 11, 2nd and 14. I think it's about 7 times he did that probably. I can't say that's a credit to Tampa's defense, but I really don't know. I think the Redskins really lucked up in this game because Tampa can score a lot of points, but hey, I will take it. People are sitting here arguing about, well, see, this is what and Amir, I talked about this last week. See, this is why people don't ever want to help people. This is why people don't want to donate to charity. I'm about to go on a tangent now. This is exactly why people don't want to donate to. I donate to charity because I think that's the right thing to do. It's a good, reach out your hand, touch somebody, make this world better.
The United Franchise 405 College Fund is not a charity.
Yeah, not yet, at least. We can do a GoFundMe for that. But anyway, this is why people always say, because people say they want more. You give somebody a little bit, and then they want more. The Redskins are winning football games. Oh, we need an elite quarterback. We got to have this quarterback. I want to see 300 yards, 4 touchdowns. I love offense as much as the next person. I like 2 shots of espresso in my coffee. Doesn't mean it's good for me.
2, that's cute. I get 4.
I'm just saying that. So these people, I get on this Facebook group, which I don't know why I'm in it, but and these people talk about, I'd love to see Colt McCoy. Excuse my French when I say this, but bitch, what is wrong with you? Honestly, what are you thinking? If it ain't broke,
I'm sorry, you drive real quick. Did you say you wanted to see Colt McCoy, or did somebody say?
No, somebody else said that. Somebody else said that. You know how I am. I go with the hot hand. And you know that. I always go with the hot hand.
Right.
That's kind of why I was subjective to doing Kirk Cousins. What's up, Gus? The hot hand does not turn the ball over. The hot hand, while as cold as it is, has not played with the same assortment of wide receivers all season. His number 1 target is a guy who drops the ball all the time. His slot target is a guy who hasn't played in almost a month. His 3rd primary receiver
is an undrafted free agent from 2016.
Exactly. His receiving back has been hurt for a little bit over a month. His premier tight end, who gets paid a king's ransom, has been ineffective at best. He had probably his best game. I'm not looking at it, I think this was Jordan Reed's best game. He's finally getting involved, whether it's Alex Smith being comfortable with him or vice versa. They're finally getting to trust each other because he gave them opportunities.
You go ahead, sir. I'll be back momentarily.
Okay, so he'll be back momentarily while getting this. But you look at it. People say we need to see Alex Smith. First of all, Alex Smith doesn't turn the ball over. We're going to put that right here. I get sick of talking about this all the time, but I feel like it's a key point. This is why and going back to what I said, this is why we can't have anything nice. Because when we're winning games, people love to get on here and people love to argue. I agree with you guys. I don't want to see Colt McCoy. What has Alex Smith done to lose the job? Not a damn thing. He's done nothing. Could he play a whole lot better? Absolutely. But he doesn't turn the ball over. And to give you on, he doesn't give up 45 points in losses. The defense, which is their best side of the football, gives up those points, whether it's because the offense put in there, but you got a shout out to Tress Way, who's the special teams player of the week this week, pinning Tampa inside the 24 times, almost 50 yards per punt. I'll tell you one thing, the Redskins have probably one of the best the best specialists in kickers, Dustin Hopkins, who's hurt, quote unquote, banged up. Tress Way, and if you want to throw Sunberg up in there, they got a pretty good hat trick when it comes to specialists. Yeah, he's a game manager. Talking about Alex Smith. Defense, you've got playmakers. He's learning. We gotta give him. I'm giving him 4 weeks. This is his third week in the system. So I'm giving him another week against Dallas. Well, if you want to do a bye, we'll say go to Philly because that's going to be on a short week of rest. But in the meantime, going back to the offense, you have a 30-year-old running back, a 33-year-old running back. You have a 34-year-old quarterback who hasn't played with his wide receiver, has not played with the same quartet or triplet of wide receiver that he had in week 1, that he had in week 2. Going down the line. I haven't heard anything on Crowder. I don't know. We'll check when Amir gets back, but I don't know if he heard anything about Crowder either. But I sit there. I think he may be questionable, Gus. I had to check that. Or he might be another game time decision. Hopefully he'll be out there. And then, the defense, like I said, they're playing good. But this going back to check down Alex, and you can call him. We call him check down Alex. They think it's an insult. I don't even think it's an insult. It's what he does. It's exactly what he does, and that's totally fine. Maybe the Redskins. Can you honestly tell me that I'd say Mark Rippon, he blew up in 1991. Joe Theismann ain't a Hall of Fame quarterback. Doug Williams ain't a Hall of Fame quarterback. Mark Rippon had one great season, had a few effective seasons. At the end of the day, ain't a Hall of Fame quarterback. What's up, Paul? So I'm just telling you, Alex Smith in the same vein as those guys. They ain't Hall of Famers, but they can get the job done. They got the job done. To be honest with you, you think about it, outside of Sonny Jurgensen, what great quarterbacks have the Redskins had? Sammy Ball, Sonny Jurgensen. You want to talk about Billy Kilmer's drunk ass? Jake Schrader. We want to talk about that. Trent Green, Gus Farrat, Jason Campbell, Mark Brunell, Patrick Ramsey. None of these guys, they're awful. They were awful when they came to Washington. They might have had effective careers prior to them. But that's what I'm saying. The Redskins, we just got to go with who we work with, kid. That's all. Donovan McNabb. They're like Mike Riley now. Like Twitter. But I digress on that, and I'll move on to this week. Great game. Houston Texans, we draw Bruce Arians, we draw Greg Gumbel, CBS, Trent Green, who we just talked about. So I think this is going to be a good game. I think this is CBS's number 2 game, as DJ Swearinger is coming back to play his third former team, and he's looking for blood in the water. He released it on Instagram about how him and Bill O'Brien fell out of loving each other after his first year. I believe his first year it was Wade Phillips, and then his second year it was not Wade Phillips, but Gary Kubiak and Wade Phillips. Wade was the defense coordinator and took over for Kubiak. And then he had Bill O'Brien, came from Penn State. He was a Belichick disciple. They had a lot. Something happened with, souping up some cars. They thought he might have stole something. Found out it was a misunderstanding. Then Jadeveon Clowney, he got put Pitbull on swearing. So it was a lot of things, amalgamation of things that happened, and he's out the door. Goes to Tampa, I think, on a year contract. Then winds up in Arizona. Revitalized his career with James Butcher and Bruce Arians, who will be calling again on Sunday. So he plays motivated against these teams. I don't see anything. I don't see why it would be any different. The only reason why I think the Redskins have a disadvantage in this game is the fact that Houston's coming off the bye week. They're getting healthy. Demaryius Thomas has had a 2 weeks in the offense now to practice with him. He had a full week of practice with him. You have Hopkins. What is it? DeAndre Hopkins. They don't really have that great of a running back. They don't really have a tight end, but they do have those bookends on defense. You do have J.J. Watt. You have Jadeveon Clowney. You've got Honey Badger back there. So I mean,
wouldn't you Merciless?
Yeah, you do have. Yeah, I forgot about Merciless. What's the corner's name? They still have Joseph.
I can't.
Yeah. Is it Jonathan Joseph?
He came over from Jacksonville, didn't he? Or did the corner from Jacksonville? I can't remember which way it was.
I don't remember. Okay. Oh, we're looking at it. Why don't we just look at? Well, they do have Jonathan Joseph, cornerback. I didn't realize he was that old. He came over from Cincinnati. Let's see here. Okay. Where are we at? Yeah, we got Jonathan. Andre Hall, Kareem Jackson, pretty good safety back there for him. Yeah, but I mean, in this team, I don't. And they have a great defensive coordinator as well. Romeo Crennel is their defensive coordinator. So that defense is going to be ready. Can't make mistakes.
I thought Romeo Crennel died a couple of years ago. I think I'm thinking of that.
Wrong fat black coach. I mean,
I'm not
wrong fat black coach. That's just wrong side of the ball too. That was meant to be funny. No, but Denny Green, great coach, rest in peace. But no, Romeo Crennel. He was under Belichick, under Bill Parcells. So the man knows defense. He was the defensive play caller before Mike Vrabel took over, and then he got hired, of course, for Tennessee, who's got them going. Paul Bright said that was cold, Amir.
My bad.
Gus saying it would be nice to see if we could go 4 wide if Trey Quinn gets separation. He's eligible to get playing time. Yeah, he'll play. Be nice to see.
Trey Quinn was activated from IR today.
Yep. So and Josh Hosley, he was waived yesterday, but got re-signed back to the practice squad.
Okay.
And then we know Mac Brown, who's a great running back. he got terminated off the practice squad.
Mm-hmm.
But speaking of which, I'm thinking about running backs. I'll go back for a moment. Did you see Ryan Anderson?
No, what Ryan Anderson say?
Y'all know? Did you see what Ryan Anderson how he played on Sunday?
Oh yeah, he played a great.
He's the best fullback who's a linebacker. He's a full linebacker.
He's a great fullback.
He punched that ball out of what's his name?
That was Jacuzzi Water.
Yeah. Jizz was. Yeah, Jacuzzi. Yeah, him. And then he popped that ball, like did a peanut helmet punch. Then he got a sack too in that game of Fitzmagic. Oh, and Greg Stroman, he had an interception. First time, Prince William County, boy. Whoop, whoop. Up there in Northern Virginia. If y'all didn't know, that's where I'm originally from. Now going back to whatever I was talking about, beside Amir, inherent racism towards coaches, and he's triggered now. He's triggered now. God, what was I talking about? I forgot. I'm getting old now. I don't remember. Damn. Talking about the Texans. Anyway, so Redskins, tough task. Texans think they can do it though. Trying to end a 2-game losing streak against the Texans. Lost last time in Houston was Ryan Fitzpatrick, and it was the quarterback. And then also prior to that, it was the game that Reed Dowdy tried to cover Andre Johnson back in 2010. I will tell you a funny story about that too, since we're reliving our matchups against the Texans. I'll never forget. It was Graham Gano, and it was his first full season with the Redskins. Redskins were looking to go 2-0, and I think that today is probably still in the top 5 of top 2 passing. It was a great quarterback duel against Matt Schaub and Donovan McNabb. When it came down to a field goal, it went into overtime. I'll never forget it. I was a sophomore in college, and I threw my little remote. Don't have the TV anymore. It's actually in my grandma's living room now. But I had just got this TV for the previous Christmas, and I shattered the remote when Graham Gano missed that field goal. Threw it right up against my dresser door, and my roommate had to go out and buy a remote, a universal remote for it. So I never forget that as long as they play the Texans. So there you go. Little bit of feedback. We'll end the life of Sanchez 405. But going for it. And the one thing the Redskins can't do in this game is look ahead.
No, they cannot.
And that's what.
Yes, you have a short turnaround to Dallas, 1,000%. Dallas came off I'm not going to say it was a good win, but they came off a win against Philly. So they are currently 2 games behind us. Who does Dallas play Sunday? Good sir.
Atlanta.
Okay.
And that's not even a guarantee anymore for Atlanta to win that game after how they played in Houston. But they do play better at home. So, and that's the only thing. That's the biggest advantage the Redskins have this upcoming Sunday and this upcoming for Thursday. I know we're looking ahead. The Cowboys are on the road prior to the Thanksgiving matchup, which I don't think that's happened in a while, to be honest with you. Another exciting reason, self-servicing. I'll say that. Your boy turns a year older next Wednesday. And this would be a great birthday present. I always like it. I always like to sandwich it. The last time they had this sandwich, it was Philadelphia at home, and it was Dallas on Thanksgiving. And it was great. It was great. It's just a sandwich victory. And then I'm sitting in the middle like, yay, we won. But needless to say, I cannot look ahead, but I think that's a big advantage to point out. Quarterback matchup, might be a little interesting. Deshaun Watson, he struggled, but that's the one thing the Redskins got to take advantage of. He gets hit. He gets hit so bad that he could start suing defenses for a domestic disturbance. I think against Dallas, he got hit like 14 times. So while he has the ability to move and shake and bake, he can still get hit. I have to. What's up, B Militant HTTR? I got in trouble, Amir. So I'll read this. Gus said he understands that I don't think Doug Williams may not be a Hall of Famer, but he did have one of the greatest quarterback performances ever in a Super Bowl. Jack Murphy Stadium out there in San Diego. Woo! You're absolutely right, Gus. I'm not going to take that away from him, but I'm just saying it's his body of work as a regular season quarterback because he actually led prior to the Patriots coming back, led the biggest comeback in Super Bowl history, 10-point deficit. But what he did and how he lit up that defense, I totally agree with you. I don't want you to think I'm taking anything away from Doug Williams because I'm not. I'm not doing that. He is in his own right a bona fide now. They get it in a top performance for Super Bowls. I'm voting him on top. And don't apologize for living in the moments, in the memories. I want everyone to see that. I love it because you keep people like me and chauvinists like Amir honest. So, I want you to remember that, Gus. Don't apologize for living in the past.
Hey, B Milton, you need a co-host?
Let me put you on mute real quick.
Oh, whatever.
There you go. Reclaiming my time. Anyway, I don't know, bro. But what do you think? What do you think about this matchup? I've kind of.
It's an interesting matchup just because they're on a heater. They're on I believe a 5 or 6 game winning streak themselves, and they're coming off a bye week. So it's an interesting matchup in the fact that you look at their game against Dallas in a way. It was similar to how we played Dallas. It was very close the entire game, and then the defense was able to come up with the victory. It was very similar to how they played Dallas. So I'm looking at them as basically like another Dallas team. Even though not saying it just because you're from Texas, you're from Dallas. I'm not saying that.
Right. The body, how the team is built.
Exactly.
That's what you're saying. No, I get exactly what you're saying. No, I get that. They've got quarterbacks with the number 4 on there, but one quarterback throws for normal quarterback numbers, and then one looks like an economic depression when he throws them. So, yeah. But I've got a theory for you too. I'm gonna share here in a minute, but because now that we're on the subject of Dallas quarterbacks, and this is random. I know we always go off topic on stuff, but stay with me, y'all. This week is Redskins homecoming week, and I've got a little bit of a bone to pick. And y'all, you know how serious I am about this subject. The Redskins will be in those beautiful, beautiful throwback jerseys from the 1932 team that was in Boston. They always get this. They always do this wrong. The Redskins do every single year since the NFL messed up their helmet rule. The Redskins get this wrong all the time. They leave the helmet is good. Like I mean, I understand you can't change everything, but it's the same thing. It's the principle with Green Bay their helmet when they do those Acme Packers uniforms.
The Bumblebee ones?
No, that's Pittsburgh, boss.
No, that's Pittsburgh.
Yeah,
that's Pittsburgh. I'm sorry.
But every year they leave that damn decal on the side of the helmets. That is the most horrendous thing in the world. Take that damn decal off that helmet for this game. It doesn't fit.
Honestly, I would like them to see that uniform that they have,
Yes.
The actual jersey. But honestly, I want to go with the Lombardi R.
I don't want to see. I just don't think. I don't like the continuity to that. I'd be honest with you. I'd like to see them go back to those throwbacks that they used back in 2002. I love the arrow. I love the arrow. I've always been a spear guy. As you can see, my lovely fiance, she made that one for me in the back right there.
Mm-hmm. Actually, to be honest, in Madden, I always choose the arrow as my default helmet.
See, I can't do that because it's a match, but I get what you're saying there. So, but that's just my point, and it's just a bit of housekeeping stuff. I mean, they ain't never gonna do that. I mean, hell, Dan Snyder never listens to the fans. That's why people don't show up. That's why Atlanta Falcons fans show up at FedEx Field and yell Sanu and hoop and all that. And Colts
Are we coming up on Sean Taylor anniversary?
In 2 weeks, yes. 2 weeks from last Tuesday. From from yesterday. Yes. Okay. The 27th. Yes. That's right. But yeah, yet and still though. That I mean, it's just a point of housekeeping. I don't really care outside the end of the day. Hell, if I had my way, they'd wear white and burgundy pants at home. Every single Gus, I'm living in the past. I told you they'd wear white pants, not white pants, but they wear burgundy pants, white jerseys at home. That's just how it would be. And you could do any deviation when you had to wear dark uniforms on the road. Joe Gibbs liked it because it was Don Coryell thing. Never once did they ever, and you can check it in the facts. Never once did he wear burgundy, get those boys to wear burgundy at home. Never once. So, and I mean, the man only won 3 Super Bowls with Doug Williams, of course, and Mark Rippon and Joe Theismann. Had a brain freeze there for a second. But anyway, either way, housekeeping. Another random thing that I had, and I want you guys to think about this for a second. I want you to take out every bias you have, and I should really save this for next week, but I want you to mull it and then come back to me and check the stats. There's a certain Cowboys quarterback who's in the Hall of Fame who I think does not deserve to be in the Hall of Fame. Would you say, just offhand, is Troy Aikman a Hall of Fame quarterback, in your opinion? Don't look at anything. Just right now.
Do you have him back?
Say that again? Oh,
am I back? Okay.
Yeah, you're back.
All right, sorry about that. My maybe mama called.
Hey. But anyway. Troy Aikman, is he a Hall of Fame quarterback?
Well, he is actually a Hall of Fame.
No, I didn't ask you that.
I'm sorry. I'm coming in the middle of a conversation. You have to recap me a little bit.
So anyway, I have this. So I asked a question. Nobody else has responded to me yet. Mm-hmm. But just looking at everything, and I know Cowboy is X Factor. He'll get mad at me. But if you just what you know off of him, is Troy Aikman a Hall of Fame quarterback?
I mean, just because he has 3 rings, I would say no.
Yeah, I agree with you wholeheartedly, but I have facts to back that up. Mm-hmm. Troy Aikman never threw for over 3,500 yards in a season. That's 1. 2, Troy Aikman never threw for more, only threw for 20 or more touchdown passes in 1 season. Mm-hmm. He threw for 23 1 season. 4 of his seasons, he threw more interceptions than he did touchdown passes.
Mm-hmm.
Now, if you ask me, is coked up Michael Irvin, is he a Hall of Fame? Absolutely, absolutely. He snorted those lines all the way to the halls of Canton. Apparently, they put residue on his bus, but Jerry didn't like that at first. Emmett, is he a Hall of Fame? Oh, absolutely.
Mm-hmm.
Troy Aikman, no.
All right, let me ask you this then: would you say Tony Romo over Troy Aikman?
Hell no.
Okay.
Hell no, I wouldn't say that. Romo didn't. I mean, and if that's the case, we talk about the playoff record, and he was 11-5 in the playoffs. That might have got him there. I'm not. I don't think it's. If you look at it, and you can talk to a Cowboys fan and maybe get them to talk sensible to you about this, I think they'll see your point. I talked to a Redskins fan and a Packers fan about that. And they said, well, he looks like he's all fine. I don't think so. And I will argue with anybody about that. I will argue to anybody that he is not a Hall of Fame quarterback. And Gus, my man, he said, hell no, Aikman was surrounded by incredible talent. Yes, he was. Jay Novacek, Michael Irvin. He had Emmett. He had Moose Johnson back there. Bill Bates should get in the Hall of Fame before Troy Aikman.
Is Cowboys X Factor on right now with us?
No, he's not.
Okay.
Please forgive me if he sees this later. No, I'm not apologizing.
If he is, Cowboys X Factor, comment if you have a Twitter handle. I'd like to PM you.
He does. I can send that to you.
All right.
But anyway, for the most part, I'll be honest with you, he's not a Hall of Fame quarterback, and I'll be thankful for that. He's the baby triplet. Hell, Moose Johnson should be the triplet more than Troy Aikman. Anyway,
is Moose Johnson and Kenny Albert like my favorite broadcasting duo?
Yes, they were pretty good together. But now Moose got relegated to doing games with Dick Stockton, and then I think Kenny has the Good Barber and Rondé. So, but yeah, and that's either way. Big game against the Texans this week, y'all. Amir and I, we're going to get ready to do our picks like we've always been doing. And as of course, I'm ahead probably. We don't really need to look at that. But I probably am. Amir's just sitting there begrudgingly like, this jerk here. He thinks
I still love you.
Yeah. I still love you. I love you too, bro, Ham. But let's get these picks. And y'all want to come up in here and pick these games with us. Listen, next year we might have to get like a pool going or something.
We need to get some kind of bet going on again.
We need to get a pool going. So, and I like picking these games too because it kind of lets us highlight things that are going on in the NFL that we might not really not think about. I guess is that the term I'm looking for, or just not cover. What the hell? Okay. Anyway, I like that. My boss says that all the time when we're trying to move on to things. She'll always say, anyway. And it keeps me on my P's and toes. It's a great lady to work for. So anyway, tomorrow night, big game, CenturyLink Field. It'll be Color Rush as the Green Bay Packers travel up to the Pacific Northwest to take on not so dangerous Wilson anymore. 4-1 meets 4-5. Big game with the non-Hall of Famer and the awful Joe Buck. I think this is your classic toss-up game. Seattle, I used to think they were if they were at home, it's a guaranteed win. I don't think so anymore.
Who, the Redskins?
I really don't. Yeah.
No,
say that again.
Had a guaranteed home win in a very long time. I mean,
Who's that?
They've been pretty bad at home, actually, or pretty average at home in the Jay Gruden era.
In the Jay Gruden era?
Or in the Daniel Snyder era, whatever.
Seattle? Bro, what you talking about?
I thought you said Redskins. I'm sorry.
No, we're taking picks, bud. Packers,
okay.
Packers and Seahawks.
I am having a bad connection. That's my phone.
Oh, Jiminy Christmas.
Okay, so no, yeah, but yes, that is also true. Seattle is not a guaranteed home win anymore, and I think this is the week that Packers start to put things together like they usually do around this time of year.
Well,
so I'm going Packers on this one.
I am going to. Oh gosh. Played a good game against Miami. Packers, Seahawks, they played a great game. I think they did enough to win against the Rams last week. I am going to go with the home team on this one on the short week. Aaron Rodgers historically has struggled in Seattle, whether it's putting up points or just losing in general. I think on his last 3 trips to Seattle, they've all been losses. So I will take dangerous Russell Wilson in the highlight green Seattle Seahawks to beat the Green Bay Packers. Big game down there in the hot Atlanta. 4-5 meets 4-5 as the Cowboys and the Falcons battle it out. Surprising note, Cowboys have not beaten the Falcons in Atlanta since 2006. Michael Vick, Tony Romo going up against each other.
Vick hadn't been arrested yet?
Vick, yeah, this was right before they found them dogs. Hey, I might get to see Michael Vick this week. Your boy's going to be at, I'm going to have to share pictures on this one. Your boy's going to be at Miami, Virginia Tech this weekend.
Yeah, you're going to a PETA meeting?
What'd you say?
Are you going to a PETA meeting?
A PETA? No. I said, I really don't know but this will be my first Division I college football game. We're going with a bunch of Miami fans.
Mm-hmm.
Now, this is, and I'm going to ask y'all this question too, now that we're on the topic. Always squirrel moment again. Should I wear one of 3 things? I really don't care. Should I wear Virginia Tech gear? Should I wear Miami gear? Or should I just say screw it and wear Redskins gear?
So it's a Virginia Tech game.
Yes. I'm going with Miami fans.
You're going with Miami fans.
Yes.
I would say screw it, go with Redskins because
that's
because if you're into Michael Vick, at least you guys have something to talk about.
Well, then I can just talk.
Other than your hatred of dogs, because we all know you beat those dogs to death.
Yeah. See, Gus is with me. Redskins, baby. That's right, y'all. Holla if you hear me. Well, so anyway, back to it. The Cowboys, Falcons. I really, about this game, I don't know if I like what I saw out of Dallas more than I hated what I saw out of Philadelphia. And the Falcons did not do me any favors last week. But I think it's something about that place in Atlanta that makes me want to pick the Dallas Cowboys. But I'm not going to do it. I'm going to take the Falcons.
I'm also going to take the Falcons. For a completely utter and more petty reason.
Because, yeah, see, that's why you'll never be good at this stuff like I am.
We got to stick to my guns.
I will, Gus. Gus told me wear Redskins and slap the first smart ass that says our logo is offensive. Well, I am going. Oh God, those liberals. I didn't say that out loud, did I? Anyway, Cincinnati, after getting they probably got just I can't even use the words to describe against the Saints, take on the Baltimore Ravens, And
let's just say you can be put into jail for it.
yes, it could. I mean, Lord have mercy. It
You
was
have to
that.
be on a special website from now on.
Yes, they are. I would imagine the Bengals still have Preparation H in the locker room after what happened on. There you go. There you go. So anyway, so Bengals, Ravens, both of these teams started real hot. They had a Thursday night game where AJ Green played out of his mind. Um, Joe Flacco, I know he's hurt, and there had been rumblings of Lamar Jackson maybe starting. Either way, they're coming off the bye. I'm taking Baltimore to beat the Bungles.
I'm also going to take Baltimore. No, actually, no. I'm taking the Bungles because I'm taking the Bungles because I think they're still playing for a playoff spot, and whereas the Ravens, they're going to throw everything in the fire after the season's over.
They're going to
John
fire the
Harbaugh
coach.
has already lost his job, basically.
Yep. Well, you never know. Mike Shanahan almost lost his job in 2012. He gave up on the season. Look what happened. They're 4-5. They're 4-5. Why give them this? See, that's like the same. That's the same ignorant stuff people were talking last year about the Skins. But anyway, I'll leave that alone for another day. So, Cam Newton and the boys are going up to the Motor City. Got a passer rating of 100 in the last 4 games. Cam and them are different at home than they are on the road. I think have they lost they lost against us. They lost against Atlanta, I think, at home. And then who else did they lose to? They lost to somebody else on the road. Mm-hmm. They got the brake speed off of them. Who did they play last week?
Atlanta?
No. Oh, that's right. They were the next. They were the next sponsor of Preparation. They were the first sponsor of 50 by Preparation H on Thursday night.
Oh, that's right. Yeah.
So I think that they might have to end their sponsorship. I'll let you go ahead because I've picked the last 2 games first. So.
Okay, so this is Carolina and who else?
The Matt Patricias.
Carolina and the Matt Patricias. Okay.
Yes.
What's Carolina's record? What's the line?
6 and they have the reflexive property going on. Panthers are 6-3, okay. And then 3-6 are Detroit.
It's in Carolina.
Detroit.
In Detroit.
Yes.
I'm actually going with Detroit on this one because Carolina has proven they cannot play on the road.
Crazy. Oh, another thing about that Bengals game, Hugh Jackson, he'll be on the sideline.
Oh, did he actually get hired?
Yeah, he got hired by them. God. Anyway, so at Lucas Oil Stadium, it'll be the Colts taking on the 5-4 Titans. Interesting fact about this, according to NFL.com, Andrew Luck is an astounding 9-0 against the Titans. Does that come to an end? Does that perfect streak come to an end on Sunday?
At home, I'm going to say no. I'm going to say Colts are going to squeeze one out here.
I say you're wrong, and I'm taking the boys down there in Tennessee. They're coming off a short week from Monday night, and then they beat the Patriots, probably the best team in AFC. I don't care what you say about the Chiefs. I'm taking Mike Vrabel and Marcus Mariota and Derrick Henry. Left him on the bench the last 3 weeks, and he's scoring touchdowns again. And then at MetLife Stadium,
why I am Amir Rado, and you're not.
That's why I'm the pick champion, and you're not. Anyway, what did I say? Lost talk? What? Okay. Anyway, in the battle of nobody really cares on Fox. It'll be the 2-7 victorious New York Giants taking on the 3-6 Tampa Bay Buccaneers. Lost to Redskins last week. Interesting note of fact: after that game, Dirk Cutter admitted that he had finally started taking over play calling duties. That he had stripped his offensive coordinator of it. Why in the hell would you admit that?
I don't know.
That's like an arsonist saying, I burned that house down. Dirk Cutter deserves to get fired. Yeah. Unmercifully. They need
Lovie Smith didn't deserve to lose his job.
No, I know he didn't. But they got people like you running the Tampa Bay Buccaneers, Amir. That's why.
Mm-hmm.
They fired the wrong brother.
Yeah, they did.
Yeah. So who you got in this game?
Even though they're still going to fire him at the end of the season, I'm going with Tampa Bay. Just because.
I'll agree. Oh, well, I'm going to take the Giants. I think we're going to see a high. I think we're going to.
49ers.
Huh?
My high school football team can beat the 49ers.
Don't be disrespectful. Don't be disrespectful.
I mean, truthful.
That's not truthful. That's disrespectful.
I guarantee you Alabama can beat the 49ers.
I don't think that's the case. Alabama will lose by 30 points against San Francisco. Anywho, we already know who we're picking for the 6-3 game against Texans Redskins. After starting 0-3, the Texans are now 6-3. I'll pick for you that one. We already know who we're picking there. HTTR. Everbank Stadium is the host for a rematch in the the AFC divisional round as Jacksonville hosts Pittsburgh. Pittsburgh's caught fire, bro.
Yeah, they are.
They ain't got to talk about Le'Veon no more because Le'Veon done for the season. Don't matter. James Conner's the man.
Yeah, he is.
Ben Roethlisberger
in week 2.
Always people who got to brag about themselves. Jacksonville ain't worth a damn.
No, they're not.
Defense, they have not lived up to expectation. They talk all this crap. This is kind of what I fear about the Redskins. If the Redskins go deep into the season and play really well. Jalen Ramsey talked all this crap about quarterbacks being okay and subpar and whatnot. He's just a whatever cornerback. I like Pittsburgh in this game.
I
repeat, I like Pittsburgh in this game against Jacksonville. That is kudo points for later. Shameless plug-in. Bad Corey.
Oh, it'll be a shameless plug-in.
Yeah. Oh.
Yeah, now you get it.
Anyway. Oh, no, this is another game of nobody really gives a damn.
CBS Browns versus whoever.
No, it is the Raiders going against Arizona.
Oh, Jesus.
Good God. According to this, CBS has moved that game to Comedy Central. I don't know what's better, the air quality in California or this game.
I can guarantee you that the game is worse than the air quality.
I would.
California is on fire right now.
Yes, but neither one of these teams are on fire whatsoever.
Yeah, no, but I'd rather breathe air in California than watch this game.
Is the field conditions at Estadio Azteca better than this game?
Yeah, I'd rather play a full 2-hour game.
Oh, God.
Continuously just running back and forth on the field.
Oh, my God.
And watch this damn game.
So who you got?
You know what? I got the Cardinals in this one because F the Raiders, that's why.
Yeah, the Raiders. Yeah, the black hole. God. Oh, God. God, I just looked at this.
I'm going to do a spider 2 banana me, and it's just
oh, my gosh. If you combine these two teams win and loss total, they have as many wins together as Nathan Peterman has touchdown passes in his career. And they have 3 more losses than he has interceptions in his career. Oh, just let you know. You know what?
You're going with the Raiders, so.
I'm gonna go with Arizona.
Okay.
Broncos go to StubHub in Inglewood, take on the Chargers. Chargers are 11, have lost the last 11 out of 14 games against Denver, including playoffs. Do I really have to ask you, what do you think about this game?
No, I'm going with the Chargers.
That's who I'm going with. I think they're going to right the ship this week. Fox's America's Game of the Week puts the Saints versus the Eagles. Do I really have to ask you who you're going to pick in this game?
No.
Okay. From Sunday Night Football, Al Michael and Chris Collinsworth, they're going to have the Bears at Soldier Field. They'll be wearing those orange jerseys against Captain Kirk Cousins and the Minnesota Vikings, 5-3-1 on the season. It's battle for first place in the North. You got Trubisky's or Kirk Cousins?
You know what? I am actually going to go with Kurt on this one.
You're crazy. I'm going Mitch Trubisky, boy. It's going to be cold. Been so soft. Going with the Bears. Going with the Bears. They don't even know who's going to run the ball. That's how good they are. They go with Tariq Cohen. They go with Jordan Howard. Don't matter. They're still going to get done. Trubisky, he's feeling himself, man. He like that. He like,
Hell, Khalil Mack might even just score a touchdown as a fullback.
He might. He coming after Kirk Cousins because he said, I got your ass last year. But he coming after him. That boy, Lord. He's like Michael Irvin to a white substance before a game. So a white powdery substance. Anyway, last game probably.
He sees Kurt as a kilo.
Yes, kilo Kirk Cousins. Kirk family member. It is a battle for the state of Missouri in 2015. Kansas City Chiefs and the former St. Louis Rams battle it out. They moved this game from Mexico to the Coliseum. And I really don't know who's picking this game.
I'm only going with the Rams because I think they have a better defense. They both have really great offenses, but I think the Rams edge them out on defense just a bit better.
And I think Arizona played a better game than the score indicated against Kansas City at Arrowhead. They can't stop anybody. They cannot stop anybody. But people talk about this offense. They can't stop it. And when it comes to playoff season, they're not going to stop anybody. They won't get out of their first playoff game because they cannot stop anybody.
Mm-hmm.
Pat Mahomes has to score 40 points just so they can circumvent 30 points given up by the defense.
This is true.
So I'm taking the Rams home game. Jared Goff and them, they've risen to every occasion besides that one game against the Saints. And then your team's on the bye, the Petermans, the Bills, the Dolphins, the JT. Hell, the whole AFC East is on a bye week. Am I looking at her? Yeah. It's the whole AFC East, the Browns and the 49ers are on a bye week.
Well then.
Yeah.
So the Patriots, the Bills, the Dolphins, and the
Jets.
And the Jets are all on a bye?
Yes.
That's kind of funny.
They should just do that. They should. They should really just do that for every division.
Yeah, honestly, because if they spread the bye week out over 8 weeks, anyways, they might as well do it. Just have one division take off per week.
Yeah. What's it stupid? And it's stupid that you have. They should start them on week 5, go through week 13, Yeah, week 4, we had a bye week on week 4. Whoop-de freaking do. Anyway, I don't know, man. But any closing thoughts before we wrap this one up?
Do you think? I'm not trying to like get a.
Yes,
head.
I think all the time.
I know you think all the time. I'm not getting ahead here. I'm saying this more of as a hypothetical.
You're getting ahead.
I know.
We are. Just say it.
All right, I'm getting ahead. Okay. All right. If by chance the Redskins do earn a playoff spot, whether it's winning the
Why are we talking about this?
Just let me. Can I say it, please? Can I finish?
You know how I feel about this.
I know. Just let me finish. Even though their defense is very well right now, do they have the offensive capabilities to keep up?
Right now?
Would you rather, and of course I'm not saying tank, but would you rather them go to the playoffs, get disappointed because they lose out in the first round at a home playoff game because they can't keep up with the opposing team's offense, just as far as points scored is, or would you rather them miss out on the playoffs and wait till their offensive capabilities can actually click? Whether it's Alex Smith being able to throw it deep to somebody next year, because that's apparently the only way he knows how to go over 200 yards in a win, or what?
You're really asking me this question.
Yes, I'm really asking you that question. And
you know what I think about. You know what I think about that whole T word.
I didn't say tank.
You did say. I mean, what you're insinuating it. You're insinuating it. That's all I'm saying. I mean,
I'm not saying lose out. I'm not saying go 6-10.
Miss. Well, you said miss pretty much. I mean, what you gonna do? Like not play your best games for the duration down the stretch, last 7 games of the season? Just saying. I mean, no. Because you bring back this defense, don't you? You're breaking up there. Hold on, Chief. You're breaking up a little bit. Yeah. Hey.
Hello.
Hey, you're breaking up there.
Hello.
Can you hear me?
Hello.
Yeah, I can hear you. Yeah.
All right.
Go ahead again.
All right. I was saying, our defense is all under contract except for Preston Smith.
That's fine.
I'm okay with losing Preston Smith personally.
I am too.
Oh, and HaHa to Clinton Dix. But if HaHa Clinton Dix proves to be, definitely worth the trade later on the stretch, I'd rather re-sign HaHa Clinton Dix than Preston Smith anyways.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. I mean, that's
have consistency. I mean, Ryan Kerrigan, as much as we have harped on him the last couple of years since you and I have been doing this thing, of not being able to get a sack on third down. My God,
playing his best ball right now.
Yes, he is. He may not have the highest sack numbers of his career, but he is having the best year of his career.
Yeah, and I'll be honest with you too. When he's sacking and all that good stuff, or he's getting these fumbles, who's on the other end of those fumbles? Preston Smith.
Yes.
Yeah, I'm just saying. I'm just playing devil's advocate right there, but I understand exactly where you're coming from. No, I don't think you're bringing back most of this defense next year. I don't say not. I just think it's corny to say miss out on potential. I don't like to use this word in November, so I'm not going to use it. I refuse to use it until everything is said and done. But I don't think you want to miss out on the party. I think that's just corny. Whether you're good, bad, you got there to the party. And hell, you can get a T-shirt out of it. So, I mean that's just the thing of the matter is that if you got it, you got it. I don't know if this offense can keep up with at the rate that they're going. There's got to be a breakthrough game. I don't know when it is, but there's got to be a breakthrough game. This team has enough tools. I'm not going to say weapons, but they have enough tools to use to be serviceable on offense. Jordan Reed, it's no reason why he shouldn't be having 100-yard games, high 80s, 90s games, and a touchdown every game. Once Chris Thompson, we got to have Chris Thompson back. Got to have Jameson Crowder back.
I think Jameson Crowder's going to go on IR. If he can't go for the Dallas game, he's going on IR.
We'll see.
He's wasting a roster spot. We can have somebody else up there for that. I mean, Trey Quinn is back. We'll see how Mr. Irrelevant can do.
Will he be relevant again? And then we missed our boy.
They like him enough to keep him and to activate him off of IR. So.
Yeah.
And again, one of the little known facts of the NFL is Jay Gruden is a very, very, very good talent evaluator, and he wanted to draft Mr. Irrelevant actually within a couple or few rounds earlier. I think he wanted him in the 4th round actually.
Yeah. So we'll see. We shall see.
Mm-hmm.
But I'm excited. So should you be.
I'm excited.
Yeah. And I just, don't bring them hypotheticals up in here again. We're going to talk after this about doing these hypotheticals.
Oh no, guys! Daddy's gonna scold me.
Yep. These crackpot theories. These are sponsored by Michael Irvin. Don't let them catch you sweating. But yeah, guys, it's we having a ride here. We're enjoying it. Hopefully we'll be 73 on a short week. Something to be thankful for coming up next Thursday. But we got to focus on Sunday, the other team from Texas, the Texans. Got to focus on them. Jay Gruden's got to get revenge against Bill O'Brien. This was his first head coaching debut.
Yeah.
And they came out flat. Time to turn the tables. Is Alex Smith's breakthrough game this week? I don't know. I can't say. But for one thing I can say, I think Jonathan Cooper's going to be pretty good at left guard. Knock on wood. Did lose Jerron Christian this year, so that guy loses his rookie season. But we'll see, man. I'm excited to see what this team can do against Houston on Sunday at FedEx Field. Fans got to be out there listening with DJ Swearinger, Josh Norman said. Like I said, fans, they shouldn't really be mad at the fans, and the fans shouldn't be mad at them. Like I said, if anything you got to be mad at, it's ownership. It's ownership, and for them not giving a damn. But we'll see on Sunday. As we always say here, y'all, on the Warpath, love, peace, and hell. We'll be talking to you real soon. We are out.